Now, first we're going to talk about the thermoforming. As I mentioned, in thermoforming, you're just machining a core blank. And in thermoform, there's a picture of it right here, a couple examples. On the left, we have an example from the Warren Group, which makes thermoform packaging, display packaging, and also product packaging, where they're draping clear plastic over a core mold in order to create the end product. And then on the right, we have an example from South Dakota State University of a student project where the core components are machined out of stock material, and then they're set on the thermoform machine, and then the plastic is formed over it. So thermoforming, like I mentioned, is the least amount of accuracy that you need to worry about, primarily draft. So you want to make sure you have enough draft to get that plastic up off of that core. So first up is the component from the Warren Group. They make thermoform packaging and display packaging. And again, as I mentioned, you're generally machining a core side of the mold, and the thermoform plastic is going to be draped over that. So everything of concern here primarily is just the amount of draft you have on the cores to make sure that they come slipping out of that thermoform plastic, and you can see the draft here. And then on the right, typically these are typical operations that you would use basically for any component. Just roughing, finishing, basic profiling, engraving, and then 3-axis parallel finishing on the top, at different offsets.